Good morning, good afternoon, listen to the birds, and good night, depending on when you're watching this. Copied from nice Mr. Del Big Tree of the highwire.com. Think about it. I was just thinking about this, and I wanted to say this video before, but I said, let me hold off a little bit. Like this one? I like this one, yeah. Oh, made in America. You ever seen these eagles? Some bad hombres. You don't mess with those eagles, boy. They go, they fly, they hold on. Those talons, oh man. Now, I wonder what symbol Mazda has in the back of him. But I'm always messing with Mazda, right? Like that. Better hold on. Okay, I want to make a video to you. Let me get a backdrop because I don't want to go get no flash or anything. But let me see. Remember, look behind me in case you see any crocodiles, any snakes, okay? I always got something. But I was talking about it. This is about for Monotony. Call this Monotony. Okay, Monotony. You can call it every name you like. I just want to call it a different name. But I said, this is I and I keep it real. You ever seen, what do you do when you have a job that's just, or an activity where it's just monotonous? Now some things, how you doing? Take care. Look at these birds here. Look at these birds. These birds are amazing. You can catch them. They are amazing. They always seem to fly over, and it's like, partners like two. They're so big if you can see them. But let's get back to that, right? I'm always distracted, right? Monotony. What's the routine? What's the daily stuff? We get up, we go. Some work nights, some work days. We get up, you go. But what about those people? This is a tribute to those people who have to do the same thing over and over and over and over again. Really though, is it the same? I talk about similar but different, right? No two days are the same. No two days are like so. But when you see people like giving like tour guides in particular, because today we're going to take a trip to go to see Ponce Inlet. We're going to go hopefully get to visit the lighthouse and take some pictures of that. We only took some pictures in the evening time of I and I keeping it real, not of me, I mean just, took the pictures. I'm always watching for something, right? A lot of eagles and buzzards usually hang up in the tree, so if you see one, you might get lucky. Yeah. I'm hitting my trusted friend MM again. You can see her. You want to say hello? All right, she's still camera shy. But yeah, just to walk up and down, let's take a tour up the lighthouse, and then maybe you can get a trip to see the actual area of inside the houses where there's people had in terms of Ponce Inlet. It's actually a beautiful tour, and it's not expensive. Now, no one is paying me to do any of these videos. I choose to do them because we have family and friends coming over. Plus, I like it. I took an annual membership with them, not expensive, and they give parking too. Parking is pretty accommodating. And I said, let me take a look. And I said, we want to big up the small businesses, big up these areas. Do you know the history of lighthouses? Some amazing stuff. I cannot fully give it to you in such a small video, but there are a lot of YouTube videos on it about the lighthouse. And the place also has some descriptives. So I'm going to try to go in there, picture what I can, video what I can. Yeah, the squirrels are fighting for their lunch already. Every morning I fight. Squirrels, talk about monotony, every day they're fighting for something. Two of them up there fighting in the tree. Again, zoom in to show you, but then I'll be off script even longer, right? So yeah, and it's pretty cool. There's a nice little video you get to watch and stuff to see. And I don't want to give you all of it because you want to kind of get you to come. Because then you can think about it. If you've seen everything, what do you want to see more again? It's all already, man. It's all already. I've been there, done that. Here's something too. Even if you've been there and done that, is it really the same? Is it exactly the same thing? Yeah, you may see a park. Yeah, you may see a tree. Yeah, you may have seen the stuff. Yeah, you may have seen the same people, same tour guide, same bus, same thing. It's still not the same. You're not the same. They're not the same. But we said tribute to the people who do the tours and Monotony, right? Think about it. And especially to dealership guys and young dealership ladies. Dealership personnel, sales rep, service, as well as technicians, everything. Remember this video, I made this, I think, in the same spot, saying that everyone is essential. Your job is very important, and there's a shortage of mechanics out there. So call on mechanics. All the guys and gals who want to do and fix things, go for it. Fix them up, keep them there, be there. But also, hopefully, the employers and manufacturers can kind of keep things, more, say, non-carcinogenic and more I don't say more hygienic, but just in a way that you don't get potential exposure, because we don't want to shorten anybody's longevity because of working with so many chemicals hands-on. So we use the proper precautions, proper PPE, personal protective equipment, not just in the hospitals and stuff, but use them on whatever job you are. But whatever job you are, I'm an RT, respiratory therapist, and I make these videos. So if you see the hashtag there, why are you putting that if I was seeing RTs? Well, who's niggas making the video? Okay, nah, that's the profession. But I've worked in other places before. I say it over just to kind of, guy talk fast. It's my gift. It's my gift. Don't be knocking. It's my gift. And I'm embracing it. I'm not hiding. I told you other videos, love yourself. I love myself, okay? Now, RTs, but I worked in retail. I worked in employees retirement system. I worked in those areas there too. I worked, little places here and there, but mostly majority I think was in a hospital after college. That's psychology also, but going back to monotony. Sometimes same old, same old, But okay, give yourself a good night's rest, good day's rest, depending on what time you work, what schedule, and do it. But all the people working in transit and bus and metro and transportation and all this stuff and aviation, aeronautics, all this stuff. I look at these guys making these long trips, seamen, like stuff in the Philippines, stuff around country, China, Indonesia. Every country is doing something. And I look at a lot of videos of travel videos too, people doing all kind of stuff. Is it really that monotonous? We call it. I mean, think about it. You're doing stuff, and it's like you're doing what you like. And if you do what you like, is it monotony? What about artists and people who do artisans, and those who do bakeries and stuff, and those who do dry cleaning? People get up so early in the morning, got to get up and do some stuff. Is it really monotonous? Is it boring? I don't think so. The squirrels are for background effect. They don't still scrumming around. But dealership people in particular, think about it. They gotta sell a product, and there's a lot of pressure on most dealerships unless they're getting salaried. There's a lot of pressure on them and salespeople to kind of sell the car or get in there and do this, and just make the transaction happen. There, if you look, there's always layers of different managers they have to answer to. Now, this is not. Remember, all the words said here, I'll say it over because I may forget to write it in the description and disclaimers. All the words sitting here are words of morning, man. I'm like, maybe words are words of I and I own. Nobody's telling me to say anything. No dealership has told me to say anything. I get no product, no sponsors. I have no endorsements. I just speak on my own. Just what I see. I mean, I've been buying cars for how long? I have about 13 or 14 cars since, and maybe more. Oh, geez, I've been a lot of cars, used cars, regular cars, but mostly new. I like new. But CPOs I've gotten so much better too. So, I got to give props to them too. But it's just saying, they got to do this every day. And, it's a lot of pressure. And sometimes I feel bad because sometimes, they're there and I see them smoking. I see RT smoking too. Or hanging around people's secondhand smoking stuff. Why are you smoking, RT? Your job is what respiratory, right? Respiratory is a lot of it. A lot of it is predominantly pulmonary, right? Cardiopulmonary. You should not be smoking. Any healthcare worker, not knocking you because I know you got other issues and you're trying to fight it off. And I say you can, by the grace of God, you can. But you got to rely on the strength from above. You got to call on that name, master strength, because I've never been there, I never had that issue. But my grandfather smoked like crazy, and he used to drink like crazy till his lips turned blanch white. For stress and other issues. So when they do that, we don't knock. And this is not a critique against people who smoke and drink, because I love them just the same. We don't know their story. We should not judge. We should not say anything. I'm always watching for snakes, right? We should not judge for anything and say anything bad or derogatory, because many people have come from small or big families who have backgrounds of drinking and smoking. And sometimes the parents drink or smoke, but the kids don't. And sometimes vice versa. You can be perfect and still have issues, and have issues and come out perfect later. You never know. Only God can fix this whole thing up. But going back to, I told you I never stay on topic. That's just the beauty of all of this. You never know what I'm gonna say. So when you look at the number, the name, and the thing or the video, is he really talking about that only? You wish. It happened. It never happens. It's always something. But I'm just saying it because I have something to tell you, and I think you guys can relate to this. Same old drudgery. Get up in the morning, go hi, good morning, good afternoon, good night. And when you say, please mean it. Don't just give me empty, what's the word for it? Empty accolades? No. Empty gestures, phrases. I mean, well, happy holidays. Good to see you. How you doing? And then they get out of work after a week or two. Either they see you and they cross over on the sidewalk so they don't see you anymore. Or, they don't walk with you. Some do, I ain't gonna knock everybody. But some of them, I forget sometimes. I forget some people after a while. I don't know how it's stored. After a week or two and you forget the names of people. I remember the face, but I don't remember the names. I'm like, I have an issue with maybe remembering names sometimes. Sometimes, but with patience, I think I just like to call him hi, Miss. Hi, Mr. Hey, Mr. Or just hi. I'm thinking, I just say nurses. I'm always messed up the name, so I call them nice nurse. I like nice nurses. I like a lot of nice nurses. Nurses, we need to work together. All of us, RTs, everybody, RT doctors, CNAs. I call you nice nurse. And if I don't know the person named doctors, hi, nice doctor. And I'll go up to who's a nice doctor here. Hi, so I'm talking to you now. Yeah, you watching the video. Yeah, listening. Or wherever you are. If you can't see it, I'm talking to you in your ear pod or pocket somewhere. More birds. Everybody's flying in pairs today. More birds. Can you see it? Can I catch them? Can I catch me? There you go. Yeah. So hi, Miss and Miss. Let me just stay on script. But just, be considerate, be understanding of this. Just get to it already. All this pressure. Don't you want to hear me talk more? But, just think about it. I know it's a very high stress environment. Sometimes we're working and it's like, people think it's the same old rubbery, same old thing. But some people got to do it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years, and they don't mind doing it. I was watching this one video of a police officer. Now, this is a little bit off, but see if maybe it relates. Who was doing a volunteer police person. I think it was Inside Edition. Volunteer police personnel. He's like in his 70s, and he was going to, he's walking walk into a house to answer a call of distressed bees or something. Bees trouble in the neighborhood. And he got stung up like crazy. He fell down, passed out a couple, kind of passed out, fell on, hit his head, I think cracked his eye socket. Oh, a lot of stuff. But the bees kept stinging him, rolling around. And he even while getting stung, I kept asking him, go into the car to your partner. Why don't your partner open the door? See, I shouldn't judge. I'm like, open the door. I didn't see the video until he zoomed in. He actually waved his partner off. He opened the door, he said, no, go, because he didn't want him getting stung too. The bees are very irate and stuff. And it's like, he couldn't understand why, And after he did all that, after he waited him off, they finally, the people came and finally called the bees, and they had to kind of euthanize them because they were attacking everybody. Homeowners are afraid to even come out. But eventually they did it. And then, he said, what are you going to do? He said, how are you doing? You going to go back to this? He's there all, you see his face full of spots and not bites, but sting marks and everything. He said he got stung hundreds of times. I mean, poor guy, I feel bad for him. But he said, what are you going to do? He said, I'm going to go back to doing what I do. I'm going to go back to the same volunteer police department. I'm like, seriously? I'm going to hide this. I want to hide the address. Even after all you go through, you're still going to go back to the volunteer stuff? And he's volunteer. Listen to the word. Volunteer is not getting paid. Volunteer means volunteer. So I said, what would make people want to go back to the same old job every day to do the same thing over and over? Is it they just like the uniform thing? Like sometimes people like change, some don't like change too much. I like things that are very predictable to some degree, but then I like spontaneous every now and then. I will do this because I can't catch any. Look at the sky, beautiful. Just want to get things sometimes, like a little variety of everything, But every time I need to get a break. So I don't like to do too much and get intense. I'm all tired and fatigued out, but take a break. But at the same time, I always remember the dealership people. Those are guys I always focus on because those are what people I deal with a lot. Because, I'm buying a car or even a house is a big, big purchase. So let's talk about real estate people too. There's a video I'm going to try to make in a real estate. One of our real estate friends, one of our close friends is pending to buy a house. Some friends are pending to buy some houses here in Florida. So I'm like, hey, let's put this in video. Let's see the process on the transaction. Maybe some clip bits of it. They probably got videos of it too, but I like to get the real world stuff, well, they are real world stuff too, I like the show Love It Unlisted and all that stuff. Oh, beautiful stuff. I wish they'd come do my house one day, if it gets bad. Right now it's pretty good, but if it did, just to see them do that and hear the hashtag, was it Hillary and the other person? I forgot his name, but they're so funny how they do that. But all these things, imagine, you do these things over and over. How about if you're an actor and you got to make these shows over? Or you're a performer, singer. It always amazes me how these guys can sing the same song, or gals can sing the same song over and over, and yet it's not boring to them. Or they don't get fatigued with it. They just do this song and they sing. And I said, man, I just, it's amazing things we do something. But I say repetition is not a bad thing. And going over the same thing over is not a bad thing. If you know exactly what you're going to do every day, it's predictable, you know what it is. Or you may have some little things here and hiccups every now and then. Because even the tour guys can have issues. Things in the water, things in the road, blown tire, flat tire, broken, disabled vehicles. But it's cool. Yeah, I'll leave it like that. I'll catch up with you more later. Let's go get on this stuff because it's getting late. The sun is already up and I've been doing some work already early. I'm here with the dog. Dog is watching me like, why don't you walk me, man? So I'm going to go do this and stuff. Ooh, 13 minutes plus. Ooh, stop being superstitious. Just love yourself and let's go. Take care.